Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Instacart Pearls of Wisdom, but it's really more like gig work than just Instacart. So here I am wearing my Goldilocks bathrobe. I am a Goldilocks. I like things just so. I'm not a diva Goldilocks, let me just say that. you know, I just like things that roll out in a nice way. Like when you've had a smooth day of gig work and it's just, nice batch after nice batch, and it all happens really well. And you go to the end of your day and you've made 3 digits instead of, like under 100. And it's just kind of nice. And you just kind of smile and you just kind of say, not bad. And you even have a couple of cash fives or tens from cash tips that you can go put in your little account. I have a whole bunch of accounts on Capital One, and one of them is for tips. And so I always just immediately deposit the tip and put it in there. And when it comes time to do something like, I don't know, maybe get a new bathrobe, I've got the money. But anyway, I'm so glad you're here. And my name is Sarah, if I didn't say that before. And this is a trials and tribulations of a gig worker. I'm 70. Never thought I'd be doing this at my age, but here I am. And as long as I've got the energy and my body is upright, I fell and broke my back a year and a half ago and finally had the operation. It was kyphoplasty, and hopefully it'll keep me upright and able to do my gig work, which is a double play. It's income and it's exercise, and it keeps me busy. It's triple play. Keeps me busy. I stop around 1 every day. I start, like now that it's summer, I put on Uber at around 5. We'll see how it goes. There's a ferry that leaves from a mile away that goes to Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket, and there's a little flurry of people in that. That's where I met that wonderful man that, put on his Uber app and wasn't ready. And so when I left, because I waited so long, he berated me, and oh God, it was just one of those nasty days. But anyway, we move on, right? We move on. So anyway, I got off the Grubhub waiting list, and I guess I supplied them with enough obnoxious documents that I'm on. So I will have that option. Now I'm not going to do food delivery until after Labor Day because the traffic is just ridiculous. I'm not going to be on my way to pick up something for $4 that takes 17 minutes to pick it up. You get in line there and, or it's not ready and you're waiting 6 more minutes, and then you have to drive back out in the traffic and it takes 13 minutes to get to the customer's house, and you make that $4. And I don't know, it might be fuzzy math, but I don't think it's very profitable, at least for me here with summer traffic on Cape Cod. But that'll go into my arsenal of options for the fall. For now, it's pretty much Uber People, Uber Rideshare, and one elderly like me cashier at Shaw's said to me, "I know Uber is people." And I said, "Well, no, it's not necessarily that. It can be food, it can be CVS and things like that." And she said, "Oh, I didn't know that." 'Cause she thought I was like explaining that Uber has people because she didn't know because she's older. No. Anyway, I digress. So what else is new? So yeah. And then Corner Shop needed my Social Security card, which I cannot find. So I've had to order another one, and that's a form, and that's a send in, and that's a few weeks. And I don't even know if they're coming to the Cape. I know they're coming to Boston. And I know that KG here tells me not to even bother, that it's not a great app, but I don't know. So I don't even know if they're coming here. But it's just footwork, right? We do the footwork. We can be on waiting lists and they take us off and they say, here you are, just supply the documents like Grubhub, or like Lyft, which is still asking for my vehicle inspection for my Ford Edge for people, which I have supplied them with 955 times and they don't accept it. but yet Uber did. It's a go figure. So, we love the world that we're in with the uploads and that you need one more thing and, hurry, hurry, hurry. So until then, I'll just keep, driving along and digging out of my 4-point ratings. I've already done a video on that, so you know how I feel about 4-star ratings. Might as well give us an F or 0 because it's a punishment. Anything less, like, if you have nothing good to say nothing. If you have a 5-star rating, put it in. Otherwise, customers just know that, anything less than a 5 is henny, and it hurts us, and it keeps us from making good money and seeing the batches that pay something a little bit more than $8 an hour when all is said and done. So everything is fine, and we're just doing the summer. We're just doing the summer the way that it is. I'm still having that, there's certain stores and certain places in certain stores where there's just absolutely lost connection. And I don't know if it's a satellite thing, a weather thing, an atmospheric thing. I don't know. But then when I get outside and there's a GPS issue, it's nobody's fault. It just is what happens. And sometimes we need to roll with it. So I always, always suggest you have little notepads, little Post-its and things like that where you can write the street address and the number of the house. Like when you have connection, just know there, you just get to know your stores, and you also get to know, like the resort community that I have such trouble in, where there's no GPS. I need to write down, like that time that I had the double delivery on the same beautiful waterfront street. Sweet. It was a sweet deal. And gorgeous. And so it was like, what a gift, just from 37 to like 93. It's like, I can do this double batch right there. And the app went, and I hadn't written down the second numerical number of the street. I had to drive all the way back to the store to get connectivity with the GPS app and the Instacart app, because that gave me the numerical, and then also the Waze delivery. So just learn your market, learn not the hot spots, but the not so hot spots, right? And then you'll be fine. But nothing like a scratch pad, I'm telling you. And when you don't think you need it, that's the time that you're going to get that flub up. And you're going to go, oh, why didn't I listen to her and just write down that number? I mean, what's it take? 2 strokes? Just take your little pen and just CYA. Cover your address, honey. What'd you think I meant? So that's what we're doing here. And I'm about to bathe, and get ready for the day. It's got a little of everything in it, which is always what I like, which is the freedom of the gig work, right? And, there's sometimes you get A for effort, right? Sometimes that's just how that goes. And then other times, you do your best, but it's like there's like emotional roadblocks. There are like gig offering roadblocks. Sometimes there's literal roadblocks. And so we have to learn to roll with it. And if you haven't learned how to deal with stress and shaking it off and all of those other things from doing Instacart and that abusive company, you ain't learned it all yet. That's for sure. There's always lessons to be learned in gig work, and it's picking and choosing. And my market might be great for one gig app, and yours could be just totally garbage for that. So we just don't know. It's all like real estate, location, location, location. So, have your strong coffee, dress up, spray your favorite cologne or perfume, get out there. If you stop at Starbucks like Joe Gig to get your starter, then do that. Just treat yourself well, protect your asset. Your asset is you, and hopefully a good phone with good directions and good connection. And that's just the starting point, but it sure makes for a much better day, doesn't it? This has been Sarah, Instacart, Pearls of Wisdom. I'm so glad you're here and listening, and I'll see you here the next time. Bye bye for now.